皆さん、こんにちは。ゆった日本語教員会のジョーダンリングです。お久しぶりですね。Hello, everybody. It's Mr. Ring again. It's nice to see you all again. Today we are doing Unit 2, Section 1, Classroom Japanese. And today we are also going to be focusing on how to show possession and how to combine two nouns together. So without further ado, let's get started. So today's lesson has 2 points, and they are this: more classroom expressions and other common phrases that are used in the classroom. The second thing that we are going to be looking at today is how to put two nouns together to show their relationship. And so without further ado, let's go straight to Tango time!
わかりますか？わかりますか？わかりますか？わかりますか is something that teachers will ask students to check for understanding.
This is katakana.
わかりますか？
はい、わかります。
はい、わかります。はい、わかります。はい、わかります。If you do know, and if you do understand what the teacher is saying, you can say, はい、わかります。
Okay. Who knows what this means? Yuki, わかりますか？
いいえ、わかりません。
いいえ、わかりません。いいえ、わかりません。いいえ、わかりません。If you don't understand, you could say, いいえ、わかりません。Did you notice that the only difference in the second word is at the very end? When you say, I understand, the word is ending in su, but when you don't understand, su becomes sen. This is a negative verb ending. I don't understand is わかりません。知りません。知りません。知りません。This comes from the word 知ります。知ります becomes 知りません。知りません means I don't know. This means you don't have the knowledge. わかりません means I don't know, or I don't comprehend, or I don't understand.
ジョーダンの誕生日はいつですか？
知りません。
見えません。見えません。見えません。Once again, we have the negative verb ending. This means I can't see.
And up here is the bell schedule. Can you see this?
先生、
何ですか？
見えません。
聞こえません。聞こえません。聞こえません。Here's the negative verb ending again. This means I can't hear.
Alright, so then after that, the next vocabulary word is not actually that important, but we're gonna...
先生、聞こえません。
As I was saying, the next vocabulary word is not that important, but we're gonna go over it anyways.
先生、よく聞こえます。
いいです。いです。いいです。いいです means it's good. We have い which means good, and then des, which is the copula, or to be. When you say いいです, you're saying it's good. This is often what teachers will say when you ask for permission to do things like use the hall pass or go to the bathroom. However, the opposite is also included in today's lesson. ダメです。ダメです。ダメです。When a teacher says you shouldn't do something, first their hair gets all spiky and they get this crazy teeth and their index finger becomes very sharp and they say ダメです。ダメ means unacceptable or not good. So if you want to tell somebody what they're doing is unacceptable and they shouldn't be doing it, you can be like,
Yuki, what are you doing? You're not supposed to eat the tape. Dame desu.
now, if you ask to go to the bathroom or to your locker or use the hall pass and your teacher doesn't want to let you go quite yet, the teacher might say, dame desu. Now, here are a couple words for when you're thinking about what you want to say. And they are all kind of filler words. You find them in between words and sentences all the time in Japanese. そうですね. And そうですね all kind of mean let me see or let me think or well.
Yuki, where is the nearest Starbucks? Why did you come to America?
そうですね。
お、
ジョーダン先生、
はい、何でしょう
質問があります。
何でしょう
先生の誕生日はいつですか？
Hey, Yuki, do you have your homework?
忘れました。ジョーダン、
はい。
ジョーダンの宿題は？
ですね。なくしました。ゆき先生、
はい、何でしょう？
お手洗い行ってもいいですか？
はい、いいです。
もう大丈夫です。
もう行っていいよ。
もう行かなくてもいい。
漏らしちゃった？
And that's why Yamamba wears so much makeup. Any questions?
はい、先生。
What's up, Yuki?
ロッカーへ行ってもいいですか？
はい、いいですよ。
行ってきます。先生、お水を飲んでもいいですか？
いいです。あ、ゆきさん、
はい、何ですか？
鉛筆を貸してください。
いいですよ。はい、どうぞ。それはダメです。
Right, so like I said before, I, U, E, and O.
すみません、すみません。
はい、何ですか？ゆき、何ですか？
質問があります。
ダメです。
先生、
で、
すみません。
か、き、く、け。
Alright, so here we are in today's grammar corner. Today, we are going to be looking at 3 important grammar points. The first one is how to ask how to say something in Japanese, and it's super easy. All you have to do is take the word in English and put it in the subject position. So hopefully by the end of this lesson, you'll be able to say things like, how is dog said in Japanese? Or, how do you say 80s electro dance party in Japanese? So let's try it. We take the word that we don't know, dog, we put it up here in the subject position, and we would say, dog wa nihongo de nan to iimasu ka? Dog wa nihongo de nan to iimasu ka? Alright. So, can we do the same with this sentence? The sentence is, how do you say book in Japanese? Well, the word that we don't know is book, so we're going to take that and put it into the subject part of the sentence, and then the rest all stays the same. Nihongo de nan to iimasu ka? Nihongo is the Japanese language. First you have Nihon, which means Japan. Then you have go, which is the kanji for language. This kanji often is connected to the end of a country name to say the language of the country. So the language of Japan is Nihon go. De is a particle, which means by means of. Nan, as you guys remember, comes from nani, which means what, except for nan is a prefix that has to be connected to something, and today it's connected to to. To is like a verbal quotation mark, except for it only comes after what you're wanting to say. later on, this to is going to make a little bit more sense. After that, we have imasu, which means to say. Imasu. Then we have the question particle, ka. Adding this to the end of a sentence turns the whole sentence into a question. Book, by means of Japanese, what, say. Book wa Nihongo de nan to imasu ka? When you think of it literally, it's kind of confusing, but if you put it in context, it all makes sense. How do you say book in Japanese? Alright, so now we've changed the sentence. We took away the ka, so it's not a question anymore. And we took away the nan, which meant what. Because now we're going to actually talk about how your teacher may respond to your questions. So you might have asked, how do you say a book in Japanese? Which is, book wa Nihongo de nan to imasu ka? So your teacher might say something like this. Book wa Nihongo de hon to imasu. Hon is the word for book. So you would put hon here, where the orange underline is, and then you'd add to, which is that verbal quotation marker that's marking the thing that you're wanting to say. So, hon to imasu. Alright, and when you put that in English, it would mean book in Japanese is called hon. So let's look at some other examples. Here we have yellow wa Nihongo de kiiro to imasu. Any guesses on what this means? Yellow in Japanese is called kiiro. Yellow wa Nihongo de kiiro to imasu. Let's look at another one. Clock wa Nihongo de tokei to imasu. Last one. Super Saiyan wa Nihongo de Super Saiyajin to imasu. So a Super Saiyan in Japanese is called Super Saiyajin.
At the next grammar principle, mas form. Mas form is an ending that verbs take. When we add mas to something, this means will do that verb, as in future tense, or we do that verb. It's one of our behaviors. Now, Japanese doesn't really distinguish between future and this plain form. So here we have tabemasu, which means I eat or I will eat. So if I wanted to say I eat meat, that would be niku o tabemasu. This also means I will eat meat. The difference is based on context, and you will get used to that more as you study Japanese. Next, tabemasen. So here, the su here on tabemasu changed to sen, as in tabemasen. You can also see that here in the Romaji as well. Basically, it just gives this sentence a negative meaning. So, in other words, I don't eat meat, or I won't eat meat. If you want to tell someone that you don't eat meat because you're like a vegetarian, you would say niku o tabemasen. Alright, let's look at another example. Ikimasu. This means I go or I will go. So I will go to school is gakko e ikimasu. The opposite would be ikimasen, as in I don't go or I won't go. I won't go to school is gakko e ikimasen. So here we have I drink or I will drink, which is nomimasu. So the way to say I will drink water or I drink water is mizu o nomimasu. Mizu o nomimasu. So this is ending in su. And remember what we have to do in order to make it negative? How would I say I won't drink water? What on this sentence has to change? Can you guess? If you said su has to change to sen, then you were exactly right. So, mizu o nomimasu means I will drink water, but if you want to say I won't drink water, it would be mizu o nomimasen. Alright, and that's all for today's grammar.
Alright, that's all for today's lesson. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments or ask your teacher directly. Don't forget also to do the worksheet that goes with this lesson. See you next time.